What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we have something new. Finally, we have some drop or volatility spike. Finally. So let's discuss that. In a second, I'll just check the sound quality. Yeah, it works fine. Again, a very short update, but very, very important one today because we're having some new new move. And currently, what is happening is that, as I mentioned last time, you remember that we are going higher and higher and higher with higher highs and higher lows. Which it means that we have the uptrend is basically the technical definition of the uptrend. And as in every uptrend, it should be over at some point. Does it mean that the current drop does it mean that it is over for the current uptrend? No, I don't think so. However, this thing actually let us know that we're potentially having a correction. And I mentioned last time that even if we drop below here or below this low, it is okay. It is a normal correction for the trend. So we have some liquidity, some stop orders here, some stop orders here. Necessarily, that is the fuel for the market. So no wonder that we see that the drop towards this area. And the critical point here, so if the price holds above $19,000, which is those like pair of lows and this bottom of this red channel, I think it's still okay. I think we are potentially going back. So this is a normal correction in my personal opinion, and this is how you get shaking off the weekends or those who are using too much of the leverage and so on and so forth. It happens all over the market, and basically this correction was due. So Ether shows the same thing, Cardano showed pretty much the same thing, and ETC, as we discussed last time, also showed pretty much the same thing. I must show you the indices, the pre-market for indices in the US, and it also has a little drop. So some news here and there, they are kind of negative, and yeah, that led to this small drop. It's not a major correction though. However, with the opening of S&P, we might have a continuation of that, and the S&P actually might correct to even this level. So maybe a little bit higher. I think a little higher, like 4,230 or something like that. But that could mean that BTC would continue to drop even lower. I tend to think that it will be higher than $20,000, $20,500. But if even if we go something like 19,700, 19,800, it's okay. What I would look at is if this curve makes a lower low. Oh, I'm sorry, I have the electricity shutdown, it seems like. Okay, false alarm. So we might get the lower low here, but at the same time, we may get a higher low at the indicator, right? Something like this. So that would be a bullish divergence, and that would be a signal for me that this correction is over, that we're going to go high again. In fact, that is often happening within the weekend, or we might stay in the same region for a while here, and then after the weekend ends, we can get the spike towards the filling the gap on SME futures, right? So that is the basic idea, and I actually try to find some entries within this area. So the altcoins which I'm looking at, well, of course, BTC, and a part of the BTC, there are altcoins which I'm looking at. Ether, probably somewhere around 1680, and then what it is, Tezos 2, somewhat about $1.50. Polkadot is 7, maybe a little lower, 6.8, 6.9. Cardano is actually right now is good for a long, and maybe the next one is 0.43 potentially. Also, I've been looking at Link. Link is either right now again or 6.6. What else? Solana is it's hard, but it's again, I would bet now or 33, but 33 is kind of a tight, so probably either now or none. And another one is Near, and Near is either now or 3.8. So there are basically two points of entry for all the coins out there. So that is what I'm looking at. Okay, guys, that is pretty much it. A short update. Robert Stovianto, if I'm correct, saying more dump. So Robert, I think that it's not necessarily more dump, but the most likely scenario, in my opinion, is that we are either having a little lower dump or we are having this way. So another one which is close to this scenario is that we are going to this low and going back. Again, timeline is very arbitrary here, so I don't know how would it go, but those are the most likely scenarios. The least possible scenario, in my opinion, is that we are going to have a lower low and going below $19,000. It is still possible. There is nothing which is impossible here in the market. Everything is possible. Just probability is very low, in my opinion. Well, not very low. I shouldn't say very low, but the lowest among all the other scenarios. Sure, my pleasure, sir. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. Have a great weekend. See you next time on Tuesday. And don't be scared because of this drop. This is normal thing in crypto and all over the market. So how to say, brace yourself, right? And safe trading. See you next time. Goodbye.